Everyone assumes building an electric supercar is simply about brute forcing more battery cells and larger motors into a chassis. But engineering physics dictates otherwise. Recently, Xiaomi unveiled the Vision GT concept car at the 2026 MWC in Barcelona. On the surface, it is a virtual track car designed for the PlayStation 5 game, Gran Turismo 7. But looking at the exact engineering specifications, a highly counterintuitive reality emerges. Xiaomi has engineered a physical V8S supermotor that reaches 27,200 RPM. It achieves a power density of 10.14 kilowatts per kilogram, exceeding Tesla's equivalent technology by exactly 60%. How did a consumer electronics company achieve this in a timeline that defies legacy automotive development cycles? And more importantly, what are the fatal geopolitical supply chain choke points that threaten to dismantle this exact technological lead? To understand the underlying logic, we must strip away the marketing and look at the first principles of the Vision GT's 900-volt architecture. When an electric vehicle attempts to push past 1,300 horsepower and enter the 1-second range for 0 to 100 kilometers per hour acceleration, the primary enemy is no longer aerodynamic drag. The primary enemy is heat. To solve this, Xiaomi completely transitioned to a silicon carbide, or SiC, electrical architecture. By replacing traditional IGBT modules with silicon carbide MOSFET components, they increased the switching frequency by 300%. This allows their proprietary electronic control unit to achieve a conversion efficiency of 99.85%. At a system level, efficiency surpasses 97.5%, effectively cutting transmission losses in half compared to the industry standard. Even in extreme cold, tested at -30 degrees Celsius, the efficiency degradation is contained within a mere 1%. But power is useless without structural and aerodynamic stability. At speeds exceeding 350 kilometers per hour, the vehicle becomes an aircraft trying not to take off. Xiaomi achieved a drag coefficient of 0.29 CD, but more critically, an aerodynamic efficiency ratio, CL over CD, of 4.1. Through an active weight control system and magnetic levitation low-drag hubcaps, the vehicle generates an astonishing 1.2 tons of downforce. Powering this sustained output requires a fundamental rethinking of battery packaging. Xiaomi utilized a cell-to-body, or CTB, integration technology. By inverting the battery cells, they compressed the entire battery pack thickness to just 120 millimeters, achieving a global record volume efficiency of 77.8%. However, designing a high-performance prototype is vastly different from manufacturing it at scale. This brings us to the underlying economics of Xiaomi's production velocity. At their Beijing facility, Xiaomi has deployed nearly 1,000 intelligent robots, automating 100% of the critical processes like stamping and body joining. Using a proprietary 9,100-ton super die casting cluster, they consolidated 70 individual rear floor components into a single cast piece. This specific engineering decision reduced production time by 45%. The result? A new vehicle rolls off the line every 76 seconds. By 2026, total design capacity across the Beijing and Wuhan bases is projected to reach between 1.17 and 1.2 million units annually. But this massive scaling relies on an intricate, deeply integrated domestic supply chain. While Western media is busy debating tariffs, the actual technological endgame has already shifted. What you see on this screen is just the tip of the iceberg. To understand who actually survives, we have released an exclusive 15-page intelligence brief on BYD's solid-state architecture. Inside, we bypass the PR hype. We provide a direct benchmarking of BYD against Toyota, CATL, and QuantumScape. But we went deeper. For the investors watching, we have mapped the hidden supply chain behind this tech. We tracked down the exact Tier 2 suppliers and their market tickers, all indexed in our master supply chain database. Scan the QR code right now or visit voltchina.net. Get the free intelligence brief and see how you can access the full proprietary database. Don't invest on headlines. Invest on engineering realities. Returning to Xiaomi's reality, scaling this technology globally exposes massive, critical choke points. The first principle of modern automotive manufacturing is that electric vehicles are fundamentally data centers on wheels. Xiaomi's autonomous driving suite relies on a 1,000 TOPS compute platform, processing data from 34 distinct sensors, utilizing a bird's eye view, or BEV, plus transformer and occupancy network algorithm. But here is the structural vulnerability. Over 70% of their core chips and LiDAR components currently depend on overseas suppliers. As geopolitical technology bans escalate, Xiaomi has hit a severe engineering wall. Due to United States restrictions on GAA, FET-EDA design tools, Xiaomi was physically blocked from developing their proprietary O2 chip on a 2nm node. They were forced to pivot to a 3nm process. In the world of semiconductor physics, this regression results in a direct 5 to 8% loss in energy efficiency. Furthermore, to break away from their reliance on the ARM public architecture, Xiaomi is being forced to spend an estimated $2 billion to migrate to their own Taishan architecture by 2026. The physical supply chain faces equally brutal hurdles. As Xiaomi targets 2027 as the first year of its aggressive European expansion, they run headfirst into the European Union's Critical Raw Materials Act. The law mandates that by 2027, 40% of critical battery minerals, like lithium, cobalt, and nickel, must be sourced locally. Currently, Xiaomi's supply chain only sources 8% from Europe. To comply, they were forced into an agreement with Sweden's Northvolt for lithium hydroxide at a staggering 27% price premium. This single legislative barrier adds 18,000 RMB in costs to every single battery pack they produce for that market. We also must look at the domestic competitive landscape. Xiaomi compensates for its late entry by aggressively over-provisioning hardware, while Huawei optimizes algorithms to achieve massive performance on 200 to 400 TOPS compute platforms, and XPeng leads with highly efficient end-to-end software requiring minimal interventions. Xiaomi has a data deficit. They have only accumulated around 120 million kilometers of autonomous driving data, far short of the 10 billion kilometers generally required to mature a Level 3 system. Therefore, they are forced to use overwhelming sensor redundancy and raw compute power to close the gap. In conclusion, the Xiaomi Vision GT is not just a digital rendering for a video game. It is a calculated technological stress test. It proves that Chinese OEMs have mastered the underlying physics of extreme electric propulsion, moving from simple battery integration to dominating materials, science, ultra-high-speed motor stators, and silicon carbide efficiency. However, the transition from domestic hyper-efficiency to global market dominance is no longer an engineering problem. It is a geopolitical survival game. The winners will not simply be those who build the fastest motors, but those who can successfully completely localize the semiconductor and raw material supply chains before the regulatory doors slam shut. Do you think tech giants entering the automotive space can survive these intensifying global hardware bans? Let me know your thoughts down below. Subscribe to master the world's fastest moving tech market before your competitors do.